So grab your headphones, let the journey start. With Suzy's Vegas tales, she's stealing the heart. In the city of dreams, let's laugh and play. Suzy's Las Vegas podcast, come join the sway.
Well, this is Chapter 4, this is Episode 4. This is the most important show of your life if you're having any problems at home or with your friends. And we have Dangle and Dot here today.
Hi.
Hello. We're
Glad
so
to be here.
happy to be back.
Yes, isn't that fun? Well, they did 3 more shows, so if you missed any of them, you need to go back to episode 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. And we're going to bring you up to date on what we're doing. In the past couple of weeks, I've had a lot of people ask me the questions. What do I look for if my spouse or my better half or my brother or sister, something's wrong? What do I look for? And the other thing is, once we find out what's going on, how do we fix it? Where do we take them to? So that's for you two.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're happy to chime in.
Okay, and I know you guys are experts at this, so you're going to start first, aren't you, Dot?
Yes, so Dot, most people think, Alzheimer's disease or these things are all about memory loss. Mm-hmm. But honestly, that happens kind of way later when the disease has already been going for a while.
Really?
Yeah, so the more subtle things as a spouse or a kid to a parent to look for actually are maybe a change in personality. Maybe somebody's becoming more withdrawn. Mm-hmm. They are lacking initiative in tasks they normally would do. Another one, and Nancy experienced this, was problems with familiar tasks, like driving in a city that you've always lived in, right? And not being able to navigate familiar streets all of a sudden.
Sure.
And as Nancy points out, this doesn't have to do with her driving skills. This is where streets...
Be sure of that.
I love you both. Always say that. That it has more to do with the brain remembering navigation, right?
Sure.
And things looking unfamiliar. And that can be worse, of course, in our city that's always changing what,
That's true.
the Sahara and Strip corner looks like.
Yeah, it changes.
It does change. So we'll give us a little bit of that. But other familiar tasks like cooking.
Yes.
Banking, trouble doing tasks that, that was that person's thing.
That's what they did all the time.
Yeah, so like my dad, I never really put 2 and 2 together. He was the world's best barbecuer, but would go out and stand in front of the grill. And we would all be like, okay, Dad, it's time to put it on. And he didn't know what to do.
It didn't connect?
His body would go there, but he had literally could not initiate the task.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's one thing to kind of start looking for.
So that was like in the beginning?
That was a little further along, but even initiating something like a familiar thing at the time, which was dialing a phone number.
Wow. Or
right?
you couldn't remember the numbers?
And he was sneaky, though. He would get me to do it. Oh, darling, I don't know. Will you call this number for me? And the honest truth was he didn't know how to pick up the phone and put the numbers in.
Oh, my God.
So it's more than memory loss. Another thing is, as I do it, word finding.
Like word salad,
word salad,
Prime
word
example.
sentence.
Yeah.
But someone's talking along and they lose what they're saying, right?
Sure.
And then they have trouble word finding. There's that thing called word salad. They're looking at this mug, but they're calling, that thing you put the coffee in, right? And you go around and around and around.
Wow.
Trying to find the word.
Yeah.
Okay. So
and they just don't, it just doesn't come to them.
Yeah, and these are specific parts of the brain being affected. And short-term memory becomes a thing. People always kind of may say, like, well, my loved one remembers what happened to us in 1955. But the brain is like an onion. It's the last thing in is going to be the first thing that either didn't get laid down in the brain or it's not stored, right? So that
makes more
short-term
sense.
memory loss. And there's a particular part of the brain where it's most sensitive. It's called the hippocampus, for anybody who wants
Okay.
a little science.
I do.
Yeah,
Hippocampus.
hippocampus. It's
Okay.
it has to do with short-term memory and also word recall. So notice those two areas, right?
Sure.
Having a little trouble there.
Hippocampus.
Hippocampus.
And where is that located?
It's deeper into the
it's inside, way
into the
inside.
brain.
Okay.
Another thing is spatial issues. Somebody's finally maybe tripping more. They may
Yes.
be bumping into things.
Yes.
Or you notice a gait change.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yes.
I'm sure we can all identify with that.
Yes, that's a different part of the brain being affected. But those are some initial signs
Wow.
way before we notice, hey,
The rest of it.
yeah, the memory
Mm-hmm.
type of things. And the behavioral things may be frustration, right? You really
Well, sure, you get-
You get frustrated.
Yeah.
you want to
course
be
you
able
do.
to do what you always done.
Correct. Yes.
And now somebody's like, well, why aren't, and then you have a spouse or somebody.
Yeah.
I told you to go over there and do that, right? But they go and stand in front of the refrigerator,
And they don't
And they
know.
forgot why they were there.
right? Or even very common too is to say, go get me the milk, but the brain has forgotten or can't put all of those sequences together and stares at the milk, but it's not registering.
To be able to pour the milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah. And another classic one is like car keys.
Yes.
If, we lose stuff all the time because we're
Yeah.
not paying attention.
Well, sure, all of
Yeah.
us do.
Yeah.
But
And
when
that's
it's-
okay. That's normal
But when it's a
aging.
constant thing,
Or
that's,
the car keys end up in the shower. Or they end up in a weird place,
yeah,
right?
or the freezer,
Or the freezer, and then that person has no recollection of that happening.
right, and they say, "Oh, well, I don't know how it got there." Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
you cart it around. Let me tell you how it gets there. I know how it gets there. I know what
we
really
wanna
know
know.
about.
Okay,
I know
yeah, go-
about a couple of these things.
Yeah.
really,
Good
I
girl.
do. Okay, so I have a habit of carrying something like this, right?
Yes.
Right? And
I do
so,
too.
or you've got
Yeah.
it like this or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you're doing whatever you're doing,
Correct.
right? I have no idea where I stopped and just dropped them off, right?
Do you go back through? Are you able to go back through everything?
Sometimes.
but not always.
But not always.
Right.
The other problem comes, and you haven't mentioned this one, but the other, I go and look at something, and it's there, and I don't see it.
Really?
So it is like, and this is getting a little more profound.
Sure.
So I've done it a number of times this morning. And,
Okay.
and it just depends upon whether I've had enough sleep, I think, or she's always talking to me about the solar system and all that it's doing.
Sure.
Thank
Well, I
you.
love the
Give us a
solar
break.
system. Yeah.
Yes. So, but
So
it,
does, so does Steve. Yes.
yes,
Okay.
We're in good company.
we're a good company.
Yes.
So anyway, so when you go and you look, and then a minute later you'll go back, or 5 minutes later, and that is right there.
So you didn't.
Right there.
You didn't see it the first.
No.
Yes,
Wow.
and again, the brain hasn't put together, that's the
It hasn't
cup
matched
that
it.
hasn't matched up.
Wow.
And we take our brains for granted how
Yeah.
much they are doing every
Right.
single second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our
Yeah.
major thing.
And it's hard for a loved one to be patient with that. They can't understand what you may be experiencing.
yeah.
And it seems so
I believe
simple.
you.
And how much it takes away from you every time it happens.
Yeah.
Because
That's
you
the
feel,
other thing.
You feel really less than. You feel,
It breaks your heart.
Yeah.
yeah, you know, and if somebody has a tone in their voice, it's not their fault. Kind of isn't mine either.
Right.
Right. But
Right.
it's difficult.
It is difficult.
Right.
to realize what your loved one is experiencing, and they might not be able to articulate it as well as Nancy
Sure.
does, right? So like,
Right,
and
yeah.
to say what that.
That's true.
Yeah, well,
Nancy, that's
and
very true.
at some point you cannot articulate it, and when there's times that I can't put the words, I mean, I don't think I have a conversation anymore that I'm not searching for words in the conversation, and it's quite apparent to me, which doesn't help.
Yeah.
I think it'd almost be better if I didn't know.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
But anyway,
You know,
we just keep going.
but it's true. I think back about Dave, about my brother,
right.
and what you're saying is true. And my voice, after telling him about 10, 15
Sure.
times, yeah, I'd get short with him.
Sure.
And
You're human.
And you're human.
Yes.
And,
and then he'd look at me like, like, well, what's wrong with you? You know,
Yeah.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's, but
Right.
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's almost like Groundhog Day, like the movie.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
we all get that.
Yes. Yes.
Remember Groundhog Day? Watch
Yes.
it if you don't.
Yes, yes, and yes, and it's up to the caretaker to learn how to be the Bill Murray of the story.
You are so right, both
Yes.
of you. That is a number one, because if you got to have, like, let's talk about caretakers. What do you do in a case like this? Because a lot of people are just frustrated and they don't.
Sure, and rightfully so.
We didn't have a handbook for
Right.
caretakers for brain problems. Hello,
and you don't even realize you're becoming a caretaker
until it happens.
Until
and then
sometimes.
maybe you have two at the same time.
And then yes, and as Nancy so
Yeah.
smartly says, and nobody signed up for this.
No, you're right. But we have to call it out. And
Yes.
a lot of people are afraid to talk about it.
Yes.
But that's why we're here. This is the big reason why we're here, to help people. Honestly, I'm just so grateful that you girls are on my show, and this is good for both of us.
Yes.
Because I've got like a million questions on this.
Well, good for
Good.
you. Good for you.
I mean, what you're telling everybody, they should have, so let's just shorten it up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me
All
5
right.
quick. All right?
If you see a change in personality,
That's 1.
yes. If you see new problems with old familiar tasks, things that they've always been doing,
Okay, that's
Right.
2.
a lack of initiation,
3.
yeah, we get more withdrawn.
We
Sure.
don't want to make a mistake.
Yes, a lot of things around word finding, trying to search for words more often than normal,
Right.
right? And then some changes in gait or bumping into
Okay.
to things.
Okay, so.
So, and then the
That's what, 3?
Alzheimer's. No, that's actually my 5.
Oh, my God. So 4 and 5, I jumped ahead.
We jumped it.
Okay, so
but
1,
I would
2,
say
3, 4,
if-
5.
And there's more. There's 10 warning signs.
Okay,
And I
go
wanted
for
to,
the other ones.
Oh, I have to remember them.
See, I'm putting her on the spot.
I know.
Okay, Dot.
Okay, Dot. I'll have to let Nancy talk for a while. Let me pull it out of my
Okay.
pocket. But I will say, go to the Alzheimer's Association. They have a great synopsis.
ALZ.org.
Yeah.
ALZ.org.
The Alzheimer's, it's the 10 warning signs.
Okay, ALZ.org. 10 warning signs.
Yes, and they do a great job of discerning what's normal aging and
Okay.
what could be something else.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to throw back in from our first conversation.
Sure,
There's
please do.
hundreds, 200 different types of dementia, so you're going to see different things with the different types.
Okay. That's awesome. And then your other background was you worked,
I was a pharmacist, but I went into drug
Cleveland Clinic.
development and
Yeah.
Cleveland Clinic, yep.
oh, that's wonderful. See, she really knows what she's talking
Well,
about.
kind of. I only gave you 5.
Well, we're going to find
I
the
have,
other 5 later.
I have plenty of Alzheimer's in my family, so
yeah.
you never know.
I do too, yeah. So what about you? Yours is, what to do.
What to do.
Yeah.
I think initially, I came into it knowing that my dad had passed from Alzheimer's.
Yes.
I was not around him, so I didn't have the real indoctrination.
Right.
But a friend of mine had her father who passed, and so she had asked me if I would go with her to caregiver support groups, and they're
Okay.
all around town. And
Oh,
the
are
Al-
they?
Yes.
How do
Alzheimer's-
people find them?
Well,
Again, Alzheimer's, ALZ.org.
Yes, a local one has
Okay, and then
groups.
put in your, what, zip code or your?
Yes, you'll put in, and you'll get the
Okay.
Desert Southwest chapter.
Okay, Desert Southwest chapter. There we
And
go.
they have them in every city,
Okay.
or big cities.
All
or
across the country,
All across
correct?
the country,
Well, that's
yes.
important. Everybody
That is
needs to know,
important,
because
yeah.
I have a lot of viewers from, other cities and other states, and out of the country too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It is so much easier to find today than it was 13 years ago.
Oh, there's
Oh,
many
yeah.
more, so
Many
we have
more.
a chance.
So it is easier. I think one of the first things that happens is people either don't want to know. They have an idea, they have it, and they don't want to have it, and therefore they ignore it, and they cover up.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they cover up. Okay, so my dad had warned me, he didn't, but the whole episode
Yeah.
warned me that, hey, but I didn't pay any attention to it. Like most children don't
Yeah,
pay
no.
attention
No.
because it's not ever going to happen to us.
Correct. Correct.
So
It's somebody else. It's
yeah,
not
I just
us.
kept going and going
Yeah.
and going. And then finally, I began to see where I couldn't connect streets. Why couldn't I, in being in this city all the time that I had, why couldn't I put the streets together like I once could?
Sure.
Couldn't do that. And then I would make appointments and not keep them.
Wow.
So I had a dear friend, I had an episode that just broke my heart. She called me at the last minute. It was their anniversary, and she said, I know this is at the last minute, but we're just going out tonight, the two of us, for our anniversary, and we thought it'd be wonderful to have you with us. That was like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
And it
And
seemed like a year between, didn't it? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the morning they were
Yeah.
going to go out
That's
to
what
dinner.
I'm talking about, yeah.
And all of a sudden at 6 o'clock, hey, where are you? Are you coming? I made an excuse. I found that I was making excuses. I didn't even know who I was at that point, right? Because
You changed.
I'm trying to save face.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to just get to where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I got so anxious and so, it was awful.
Yeah.
But I missed that. And the end of that story is several years later, she passed from cancer.
Oh.
And we talked about it. I had gone to visit her, and I said, do you remember when? And she said, yes. And I said, well, if I don't remember coming here, and I said,
It's
maybe you
heartbreaking,
will.
isn't it?
Yeah, and the next morning she passed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I know. I mean, so we all have those things
Sure
happen,
we do.
right?
We do.
And we don't do them on purpose.
No.
We don't miss those things on purpose.
No.
But you can't go back and retrieve. And
No.
after a while, after you're sick and tired of me, and you're sick and tired of me, where do
Never.
I go?
Yeah.
But you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
We get it. We get it.
Because how could you forget? I don't know how many people I had said, how could you forget that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
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 And then it happened to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then when it happens to you, it's a whole different story, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah. 'Cause most people, they think in general. See, that's like watching our show. They want to watch, but then they're afraid if
Afraid.
they watch too much that they'll get attached to it and no, it can't happen to us. Yes, it can. It can happen to anybody,
It can.
and it does.
And I think don't be afraid of it, because
Yeah,
Right.
That's our
the big
biggest
thing.
message.
Don't be
covering
afraid.
up
Yes.
and pretending it's not there isn't going to help you
No.
either.
So, so in Nancy's case, like if that reaction that
Sure.
was gut wrenching was not her personality to miss
Yeah.
something that she said yes to,
Right.
she could have easily withdrawn from all
Sure. A lot of people
social
hide
yes.
then.
Then
Yeah.
you start saying no,
Yeah.
because then you don't want you to set yourself up
That's true.
for that kind of
Absolutely.
scenario again, and then, but she didn't say no.
Oh, thank God you did.
I know, and it's her decades later.
Yeah.
Hear
Yeah.
what all the things that she's done.
So
Yeah.
I would say number 3 is early diagnosis is a gift. And the worst scenario, I mean, if you're looking forward to dementia, but the
Yeah.
worst scenario would be that you're told, yes, that you need to go further and
Sure.
figure it all out.
Yes.
Or no, you've got a UTI, or no, you've got something else, and go in that direction.
Right.
And if
Right.
you never go,
You
then you're
don't know.
spending years over here afraid, and
Quietly.
you're developing it because all you're thinking about is, I bet this is what this
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
So
Well,
just
you
saying.
are so right.
So right.
You're so right.
Yeah,
You really are.
yeah. Well, sometimes I'm right.
No, this is right on the
Yeah,
money.
no.
Yeah.
So, and an early diagnosis would mean that, you know, you have some testing and you know, you go to a neurologist, you go to a specialist.
Okay, one more time. Let's go right to this.
Yes.
You go to a neurologist, go to a specialist.
So you
Yes.
go to, and they're going to make you go to a primary care, which
Yes.
is not a neurologist.
Correct.
And then from there, my neurologist or my primary care said, yes, you have all the signals.
Okay.
Then I went to a neurologist recommended by him. Yeah. Not all doctors
No.
are made for all
No.
people.
No.
Right?
No.
I mean,
How
or any
true.
one
How true.
person.
How true.
Right?
Sometimes
So-
it's good to get a couple
Yeah.
opinions.
So I
yes.
went to another doctor, and he had me testing. He had me draw a clock.
Okay.
Now I have Jennifer, my youngest daughter, with me because I wanted that extra set of ears
Sure.
and eyes.
Draw a clock.
That's
Draw
okay.
a clock. I couldn't.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I really do.
So I did manage a
you
round
get the circle?
I did manage the round circle, but it wasn't a round circle. And he wanted 10 minutes past noon. Is that what it
Okay.
is on the test? It's
Yeah.
something like that. He wanted 10 minutes past noon.
You couldn't do it. Did
No.
you look at it?
I'm looking at the circle,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure how the numbers go.
You couldn't remember that either.
And the more anxiety, it starts at the feet and works its way
Sure.
up, right?
Yep.
Then,
Absolutely.
and honestly,
Yeah.
then your brain is like in a panic.
Now,
it doesn't
now I've
work.
got anxiety,
Yeah,
right?
which doesn't help
anything.
anything.
Yeah. And, you know, you'll get used to it. It's okay. It really is okay.
Okay.
I mean, but that is what happens.
Is that how?
That's what happened to me. I'm
Okay,
guessing
so
it happens to a lot.
basically, it's good for people to know. So you get them to draw a circle and then put the numbers in, 4 o'clock, and then just pick a time. You know,
Or they tell you what
They
time
tell
they
you what
want you to
time.
do.
Yeah,
so
you're-
you want to
you're-
put,
yeah.
I did not know where the long one goes and the short one goes.
Yeah, that's what we're talking
I could not,
about.
I said, I
Yes.
said, I can't, can't believe this. Yeah.
But it makes sense.
So, the second, not the neurologist, but the third doctor I went to, he said, listen.
Okay.
So he heard my story
Right.
first, you know, that I don't know. I'm looking for answers.
Yeah.
And he never had anything between he and I. He sat knee to knee, right? And he looked at me and he said, okay, I don't want you to be panicked because you can't do this right on the spot, because this is unusual and you're on the spot. And
Correct.
so just breathe a minute. And he said, we're going to recreate. So he says, draw a circle. And he says, put the dot in the middle.
Okay.
Now number it around the sides. Okay. And where would you put the shorthand and where would you put the longhand? And he said, see, you hesitated, but you knew how to do it. And he said, it is in people telling you how to do it. Your expectations, your
Oh, how smart. How smart.
and you know, isn't that true?
Yes.
If you've got somebody standing over here
No.
like this, and
It
you
makes
you're
you
back in
nervous.
school,
Yeah.
right? Your
Yeah.
little kid
And
is
you
being
don't want
tested.
the nun to come over and hit you in the hand
you
with
got
a ruler, you know?
right,
How
right.
could you not know that?
No.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So let me say at this point, and I'll hurry the story up if
No,
you want me
that's
to.
all right.
a good doctor for you might not be a good doctor for me.
Correct.
Right? We all have
Yes, different personalities,
right,
different
and
different-
experiences.
right, and different needs.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I had always liked my primary care doctor. Not so very much about the neurologist.
Correct.
I did like the third doctor.
Okay.
And then I went to Cleveland. I went to an Ayurvedic practitioner, yoga
That's the
More
alternative.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Oh,
See,
that's-
I
Word
had
finding.
I had
Yeah,
word
that's
finding too.
okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm with the right people here.
yeah. There's no judgment over here.
Good, good. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So, I didn't get the answers that I wanted. But I got directed. Someone from Cleveland Clinic that I had met
Yes.
introduced
They're
me to
wonderful.
Dr.
Amazing.
Wynn.
Doctor who?
Wint, he's the director.
Okay.
Of the Cleveland
Cleveland.
How do you
Clinic.
spell his name?
W-I-N-T.
Wint. Dr. Wint.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So
Hi, Dr.
everybody
Wint.
should
Hi,
be in
Dr.
love
Wynn.
with their doctor.
Yes.
Yes.
He's just the right something. You know, I mean, he's never said to me, "Well, you need to do this, this, and this." Probably a good thing. What do you
Yeah.
think? but he didn't ever.
Correct.
And if a new medication would come out, he said, "Well, now this is out, and this is what it's supposed to do," and da 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 da. And I said, "I don't think it's for me. What do you think?" He said, "If you're not in, if that's how you feel, then I'm okay with that."
Sure.
So you have to have a doctor that's going to walk side by side
Yes.
with
Absolutely.
you, not going to stand over
No.
here and
no,
know it all.
No.
Because
That's
you're-
perfect.
and not say, okay, and the first neurologist prescribed Aricept. Aricept.
Aricept.
Yeah, a
That's
drug.
one of the first drugs people are normally put on.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the
Alzheimer's.
Alzheimer's.
Well, if you're at the beginning and you're having some memory
It's called
loss.
Aricept?
Aricept.
How do we spell that?
Aricept.
Okay. Aricept. Okay.
So I said, I don't know enough to get the,
Yeah. You're smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know enough.
Correct.
And to even be able to say no to,
Yeah. Yeah.
someone that's normally an authority figure
Sure.
that
Yes.
Yeah, and my mother was a nurse, and she had every regard for doctors. Oh boy, they were right up here, and
Yeah.
Oh,
I love you. I really do. I love you too.
I know.
But it's true. It really is.
So I today have not had anything for the diagnoses
You didn't
that I've
take
taken.
anything
No.
other than your diet and taking care of yourself the way you do. All right, take a look at
Now,
her.
there's many reasons
Yeah.
for that, maybe.
Yeah.
I think perception. I think the way we look at
Sure.
where we are. If we're looking for a problem and we're going to ingest the problem, we got it.
That's right.
I ain't doing that.
Nope.
No.
You're a smart girl.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so driven, but I am
Well,
fairly
that's
driven.
wonderful.
Kat will tell you.
and she listens to her own intuition
Yes.
about what she needs.
Well, that's number one.
Yeah,
Listen
so
to
she's
your own
listening to
intuition.
her own intuition
Yeah.
the whole way, right?
Yeah.
About her preferences and how she wants things and what's not for her. Doesn't
Correct.
necessarily mean that's for somebody else.
No.
There's no
No.
two people the same.
Yes.
We know that.
Yeah.
Everybody has something different.
But I think key to Nancy's point about going to see a specialist,
Yes.
and I back that up 100%.
I do too.
It is worth the effort, the wait, whatever it'll take to get there, because
Exactly.
a specialist can tease out all these different dementias. And
Yes.
for a caregiver, when I understand my loved one's brain, if I can look at the MRI imaging and if I
Correct.
can look at, it helps me understand what they might be experiencing. And
Yeah.
so just back off, right?
Yeah,
That part of
true.
the brain is, the tape recorder's broken.
Not
Yeah.
working.
It's not working. It's not their
tape
fault.
recorder's broken.
That's that hippocampus.
Yeah.
Okay.
The tape recorder.
Well, you
Yeah.
see, you
Yeah.
guys learned a lot today, didn't you?
Yeah.
You know, I love this because I've been getting so many questions for our series here. And it's wonderful. People are really getting involved with this.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, everybody knows somebody.
Oh,
This is-
They
You're-
will.
It's unusual if they don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they probably know them, and maybe
maybe they don't want to
not
say
being
they
told.
know them, or they're not
Yes.
telling the truth or whatever.
Yeah.
But, it's a good thing to know what to do when this happens.
Yes, and now there's so much more. Even since
Yes.
Nancy's diagnosis,
Yes.
there's better diagnostic tools. There's
Okay.
blood tests coming out. There's a lot, and that could be a whole segment of its
Oh,
own.
absolutely.
There's more treatments if you're into treatments. And there's so much more support for families. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just,
Then back when?
oh,
Yeah.
wow. My dad's experience, we were winging it. We didn't get a diagnosis. There's no support groups. There's no nothing. You're just trying to figure
Mine
it out.
too, back when.
be grateful for
Yeah.
where you are and
Yeah.
what's happening today. 'Cause
Yes.
you could have been 15, 20
Yes,
years
and,
ago.
Yes.
and that's what we
How
want to
true
bring
is that?
forward. Hey, don't, be
Yeah.
sitting back, because I think the pessimism leads to the passivity, and we're saying hope takes action.
Yeah, that's true. And what about you? What's your final word for today? Tune in for the next show to see.
Yes, it'll be another good experience through two lived people.
That's correct. Absolutely. Well, that's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it. And I'd like you to send me questions that you have about Alzheimer's, dementia. I've got two experts here, and they are really wonderful. So take care. We'll see you soon.
So grab your headphones, let the journey start. With Suzy's Vegas tales, she's stealing the heart. In the city of dreams, let's laugh and play. Suzy's Las Vegas podcast, come join the sway.